Good afternoon and welcome to the Greater Waco Advanced Manufacturing Academy. Yes. I am Bonnie Kane, and we are thrilled to host any ceremony honoring our congressman. We're also thrilled to have so many state, county, and city dignitaries with us who will be introduced in just a moment. In particular, we welcome our Heart of Texas and Brazos Valley home builders as we look forward to the definite possibility of formalizing what is destined to be a long and productive partnership. Building a new home in itself is a partnership between home builders, their crews, and their clients. Owning one's home remains the American dream. When Waco ISD makes training for the home building industry more affordable and attainable, Waco's community dream broadens. It broadens to include home ownership, to include local, high-quality, well-paying jobs to assist families who want to buy their own home. And it includes Waco home building industries having a much easier time hiring local workers who are trained to the local home builder specification. Guama construction students will go to work for local builders not ready to be trained, but ready to work. Programs like Guama welding, precision metal manufacturing, electronics, robotics, and construction could not be successful without support from community businesses as well as lawmakers in Austin and in Washington. We are happy to honor Congressman Flores today for recognizing the housing industry's significant role in a healthy economy. I'd like to invite the president of the Heart of Texas Home Builders Association, Scott Bland, to the podium.
Thank you very much. Thank you, Dr. Kane, and thank you to Donna and Dale, wherever Dale is, and to the students here at Guama for having us out here to your wonderful facility. Thank you very much. We are honored to be here. Of course, we want to welcome Congressman Flores, as well as Doc Anderson, Kyle Cassell, Superintendent George Canzanas from Midway ISD, Superintendent Sharon Shields from the Vega ISD, President of the Midway ISD Board, Pat Atkins, Kerry Dupuis, who I was told is the father of Guama, and Stephanie Kortewig. We want to thank all of our dignitaries for being here today. Thank you so much for taking your time today. Especially after already having a big State of the Nation deal and on the luncheon and all of that, and I just want to tell you how much we appreciate taking the time to do this as well. We're here today to present an award to Congressman Flores from the Builders Association as the defender of our industry. And our industry gives out only 133 of these awards nationwide, so it's a pretty big deal to us, and it's a reflection on what Congressman Flores has meant to our industry in terms of working with us, taking our concerns back to Washington, D.C., and helping us kind of get a handle on what's coming our way, as well as looking out for us at the same time. Now, when you think of the construction industry, you don't normally think of it as an industry in need of defense, being defended. We don't present that type of appearance out to the general public. But the fact of the matter is that over the last 3 decades, there have been a convergence of events within our society that has greatly impacted our industry, the construction industry. First, in our educational system, we have geared our system so much to a college or bust philosophy that we've lost a lot of students who either for financial reasons or because within their families they don't grow up with a value on going to college. They don't have an interest in going to college, and so they lose interest in school, in high school, because they're not being taught that there's another path to success. And the fact of the matter is that there is another path to success. There are many. many within our industry, that don't involve having to get a four-year degree. And what we're trying to do since March is get the word out that this is available to them, that there is an alternative, so that we don't lose these kids while they're in high school, so they have a reason to get up and go to school. These students here at Guama know exactly what I'm talking about. They're excited every day to get up and go to school and learn, because what they're doing is in a field of interest to them, and what they're studying is geared in such a way that it's an interest to them. So while that has taken place within the educational system, there's been a shift in the construction industry as well. We have shifted away from just simply building wooden boxes and throwing a roof on it and calling it a home. With the regulations that are now in place that just keep increasing over and over and over every single year, and the complexity of our electronic systems and networking and computers and things like that, we can't just pick up somebody off the street, turn them loose on a job site, and expect to have a quality home built. Jobs within our industry are every bit as complicated and require these types of students here, students with good heads on their shoulders that are squared away and know what they want to do. We need those kids in our industry. We can no longer be an industry of jobs of last resort. We are not careers of last resort anymore. Building a home, building a commercial building especially, now the rules and regulations are such that we can't just go out there and do it. We need these kids that are interested in education but like to work with their hands, like to have things different from just sitting in a cubicle for 8 hours a day and going home, that want to work in our industry. What we need to do within this program is remove the stigma that have been placed on many of the jobs in our industry and let people realize that there are jobs in construction that will pay attention guys, $20, $30, $40 an hour. That's a career. That's available in our industry. And what we're hoping to do here is set up the same type of program here at Guama that has been set up with the welding and the metalworking and the robotics, as well as the healthcare industry, and steer these kids into our industry, which so desperately needs them and needs students like this. And we are so fortunate here in Central Texas to have this facility, to have this staff, to have Dale and Donna, and have Dr. Kane, the people that had the vision to make this work. The programs here are already seeing tremendous success. Guama is being identified right now as being a pilot site for the state of Texas. So in other words, other school districts in the state sending their people here to see what these people are doing to try to emulate this in their cities. And we're not trying to reinvent the wheel either with the Construction Sciences Academy. We want to attach ourselves to something that's already extremely successful so that we can be a part of it. We feel like Guama is the place to give young people in Central Texas the alternative pathways to success. And these are the people who can do it. And Dr. Kane, this leadership is a leadership that can do it as well. Now, within this program, our idea is to take these kiddos from, shouldn't call you guys kiddos, excuse me. I have 2 kiddos myself, so you'll forgive me. Take these young men and women at the 10th grade level and start them out on a basic learning the ropes, learning OSHA, which is so important to us and what Congressman Flores has helped us out on a national level with, but teach these kids what safety means on a job site so they don't get hurt, so the people that are working with them also don't get hurt, and then teaching them other basics like CPR, forklift operation, things of that nature in that first year. Then in the second year, start looking more in depth at plumbing, electrical, heating and air conditioning, masonry, carpentry, all of those areas where we are desperate for you guys to get this knowledge, get this training, come out and work with us. And their final year, they then specialize into one of those areas where the members in my industry are ready and waiting to interview you guys and set you up in paid internships to work during the year, spend 1 day in the classroom, 4 days in the field, learning the ropes, learning what it means to be in our industry, learning if it's really your fit, if it's really what you want to do, and to show you what that pathway looks like and what that success looks like. We're going to be your models. We're going to teach you how to do it. And you're the guys that we need out there. And by the way, I did say paid internship. You're not going to be working for free. So it's going to be like you're going to work. Now, some of you who still have college aspirations, we absolutely want to encourage that. That is in no way, shape, or form being discouraged. Our hope is you come through the program, get those certifications, get that great job, start earning that money, use that money to help pay your way through college, get that 4-year degree. You come out of college with a 4-year degree and certified in my industry, and no debt because you used the money you made working to pay for your college, world's at your feet. You are so far ahead of the game. And this is the pathway to get there. So upon graduating from our academy, you're presented with a diploma that has endorsements from the local Home Builders Association, the Association of General Contractors, that's our commercial industry here locally, as well as the Texas Association of Builders is going to apply their endorsement to it as well. What that means is when you go to interview for a job, you've got a diploma that has endorsements on it that puts you light years ahead of any other applicant for those jobs. You are already 10 steps ahead of the game coming out of this program. So, with that being said, now that we're all excited about it, let me give you a couple of statistics just to show you the need for what we're trying to do. In 2014, there was an effective workforce within the construction industry of 169,000 people for 270,000 jobs. That is a critical deficiency. And my guess is that of the 169,000, there's a significant portion of those that are undertrained and underprepared and having to learn as they go. So the need is there, the jobs are there, the leadership is here. Hopefully, we'll be getting things set up for you guys in the very near future. My hope is that with GWAMA and with getting this out to the public so that everybody understands how this industry has changed and how the jobs in this industry are just as important as an English professor or a lawyer or a doctor, that we can change that stigma and return pride to an industry that those of us who are in it take tremendous pride in. One of the things that I talked about when I first started this, and I'll tell this story very quickly because Donna was there and I think Donna almost had a heart attack. I spoke to the P20 conference, which was superintendents and just the most important people in our area in the education industry. And the first thing I said when I got up at the podium as they were finishing their lunch, I said, for the last 30 years, you people have failed our children. And every head went up. And I said, now that I have your attention, let me explain what I mean. And what I mean is there are multiple pathways for success now. It's not just college immediately out of high school. We have the careers, we have the jobs. We're asking the school board at WISD to approve a program here at GWAMA to take you guys and show you those pathways and let you make the choice to come into our industry or not. So, that being said, I want to thank you all for indulging me. And Jason, if I can get you to come through with me. Jason is with the Builders Association in Bryan College Station, which is Congressman Flores' hometown. And so we thought it would be very important for both of us to be represented here when we give Congressman Flores this award. And Congressman, if you would stand up, please. And on behalf of both of our associations, I would like to present the award for Defender of our Industry to you in recognition for again, all that you have done for us as far as being our voice, our advocate nationally, as well as the concern you show at being here with us, being around us. It means a tremendous amount to the members of our organizations to see you at our meetings, at our events. Again, it just lets us know that we do have somebody up there looking out for us. And with all the noise going on up there, God knows we need as many people looking out for us as we possibly can. We need more people like Congressman Flores. We're just very lucky to have you and very thankful to have you.
Wow. Howdy, everybody. So I'm a little dumbstruck. I didn't realize what a big deal this was. So, but I'm truly humbled and a little caught off guard that I was able to receive this award. I didn't realize there were so few of them. So thank you. I mean, I'm really honored. But let me do this instead of talking about the award. I want to thank you for the award. And thank you for nominating me. Thank you for supporting it. I'm happy to support your industry. I get it. Part of the American dream is the American home. And home ownership today is at about a 30-year low. And that if we really want to reinstill that American dream, we've got to give people the opportunity to have the home that they want at an affordable price. And then also we've got to have the folks that can actually build these things. So I would like to transition away from talking about this award to talk about you folks in the back. Okay, I want to, y'all stand up for a minute. So. You all get it. I mean, I'm really super proud of you. The last time I was here was about 3 years ago, and this class was about a third of this size. And so it's really exciting to see how this community has leaned into building the workforce of the 21st century to build the skills that we need. And as Gina can tell you, my house is so complicated I can hardly operate it anymore, and I'm about 3/4 geek. But anyway, I mean, you all are smart to get in, and I want to applaud the community, Bonnie, and all of you all, all the local school districts and the leadership locally, and the father of Guama. So founding father of Guama. Anyway, I just want, I was sort of bragging about you guys when I did my monthly segment on Channel 10 this morning, and I was bragging on Guama about how this community, y'all can sit down now, sorry about that, I was bragging about how this community has really put its shoulder in to trying to address the workforce considerations of the 21st century and to really come to grips with the fact not everybody wants to go to college. Not everybody's destined to go to college. And so Guama is sort of part of the triumvirate that we are lucky to have here in this community. We've got Guama that captures you folks in high school and gets you interested in these high-paying jobs of the future. We've got TSTC that takes those skill sets and gets you a low-debt education where you come out and you've got great opportunities. And we've got MCC that takes people, I mean, if you want to have a nursing, I mean, if you want to go into the healthcare field and go into nursing, you come out after a couple of years, you got a great job and a great income, and you've got a super career. So I just want to, I'd like to give a round of applause to the community for all that y'all have done for the young people of this state. And Monty, I don't know if you know this, I do brag about Guama nationally. So because this is a model that needs to be followed all over the country. I really get frustrated. Look, college is a great thing, but I get frustrated when people think that's the only path to having a great economic future in this country. It's the only path to having a decent career. Look, I'd rather have you folks building my house than a bunch of lawyers. Think about that. No offense to all the lawyers, but well, that's okay. I'll be somewhat offensive. But anyway, again, thank you for the award, and I want to thank the community for everything it's done to build the workforce of the 21st century. And you young men and women back there, y'all get it. Y'all you made a good decision. Stick with it. Work hard. Study hard, and the world will be your oyster. So thank you.
Okay, well, I have gotten to the end of my paper, and there's nothing left here for me to read or no schedule there. So, what's that? Oh, yeah, we do have one other thing. The students at Guama have created an award for Congressman Flores for all that he's done, all the support that he has, and I'm not sure who wants to present that, but I would like to have, if the students can stand up and kind of come around this way and present your award to Congressman Flores.
I didn't see that before.
Thank you guys very much. Yes, sir.
Y'all have one to point out Wilton Lanning, true father.
Who?
Wilton Lanning.
Wilton Lanning. Where's Wilton Lanning? Wilton Lanning. You are the true father of Guama. And we thank you very, very much for everything you have done, sir. Thank you so much. This is wonderful. Yes. Yes, Guama is a representation of what the industry of education and the industry of construction, welding, robotics, metalworking, what we can do when we work together. And again, I referenced all the noise that's going on right now. That's an example of what happens when you don't work together. This is an example of what happens when we do work together. So, thank you again. That is That is all for our program. I want to thank you all so much for being here, especially those of you that did double duty at State of the Nation and then came to this too. Thank you so very much for being here. There is some refreshments in the